It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by a 3-time Pro Bowler, owner of over 35,000 passing yards in 11 seasons, the veteran Andy Dalton.
I love his football IQ. I love his ability to have people rally around him. And as he likes to remind me all the time when I get ready to call one of his games, I can run it a little bit too. A nice presence to have on your team.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming out. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive
DBs.
backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 26-yard line. Throwing, Dalton. This one taken in by Olave. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Try to pound it in, Kamara. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Dalton now to pass. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times it's about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterward. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time he ends up drawing the flag.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Will Lutz on for the point after. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Taysom Hill who finished it off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Watson now to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On first down, it's Watson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Touchdown! Nick Chubb, a 9-yard touchdown Brown. And the Browns are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Jordan Elliott.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And has given me the evil eye, folks. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw here, Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play call should get a little credit. Sometimes I think in the heart of the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. He's got it to the 43 here.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Watson on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, and the Browns have taken the lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The York on now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints again ready to go on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They run it again with Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Kamara up the middle. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And now to the air, Dalton. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Dalton operating in the red zone now. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Kamara is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd down and goal. Dalton, touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go up the middle with Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Chubb on the counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Watson on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 80 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Oh, he shifts past him. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Kamara to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Play action now, Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Kamara off the draw. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton, a quick one here, hauled in by Kamara. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Dalton. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jordan Elliott breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Kamara trying the right side. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Passing, it's Dalton. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Watson, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Saints. Inside the 20, and he's into the end zone. A fumble return, and a Saint touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, and then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Cooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's caught. It's Demetric Felton. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Watson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd down and 3. Here's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Watson to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson flushed out right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Michael Woods as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. York now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Dalton here from the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final act of the first half, Dalton. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Saints. And it's been the ground attack that's kept them in this ball game, as they rushed for over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Browns, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Watson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 4. Andy Dalton. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Gets past one man. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
First and 10 for Dalton.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Now Dalton.
The pass caught by Olave. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they have taken the lead.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's roll. Let's go. Let's go.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Watson.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Watson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Watson.
That one caught by Felton.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
To the air yet again, Watson. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hunt will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The York on now for the extra point.
And a good job on the hold there as this is good through the snow, and this game is tied. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
149 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10.
And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
So Dalton now. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Here's Dalton.
Tries the left side and finds Olave.
And he's brought down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. A 10-play drive that time. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Watson. Right back to Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 50, it's Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. It's caught. Cooper. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And it's caught. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
York now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing, Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Dalton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Andy Dalton.
This one taken in by Olave. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. And Dalton to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Lutz is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Watson now to throw. That's going to be taken in by Felton. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Working with a 2nd and 4. To throw is Watson. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. To throw again on 2nd down, Dalton. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. Dalton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Dalton here from the gun. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Dalton operating in the red zone now.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Another chance for Dalton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 10. A minute 50 to play. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10.
To throw, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson to throw. Completes to Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Got his man. It's Woods. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Watson. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Here's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Watson now to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Now it's Watson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
One last throw here for Watson, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.